Hello, my beautiful crafty friends. It's Laurette, the Vintage Paper Girl. Welcome to my studio for another day of play and crafting. I'm very excited each and every one of you is here with me today. Welcome, welcome to all my brand new subscribers, as well as lots of hugs and kisses to everyone who has been with me for quite some time. I love you all. Okay, guys, how are you all? Are you good? I hope everyone's wonderful and having a good day today when you see this, and you're having a good week. So, anyway, lots to show you here. Of course, our project for today, which I'm going to move off to the side, we're going to be working with the paper bags again, the spotty bags and napkins. So, that's today's project. You'll see what that is in a minute. And I have some things to share with you in our shop. But before we do any of that, I wanted to share with you one more time what we did in our Merry Monday Stack Your Stash video. And that was these beautiful writable belly bands, which are different. Lots of fun. You just pull them out and you can write on them. And this was one of them. And this is just regular, a digital that wasn't Christmas. So I wanted to show you, the two versions. On Merry Monday, I'll start to show you probably now two versions of everything, Christmas, and especially if it's a Stack Your Stash, which you could do at any time to build your stash. So you could make a bunch of these to put in future journals, which would be super duper fun. Okay, so I wanted to go over those one more time because I couldn't remember if I put the words on in the last video. These I didn't add anything else because they are waiting for their journals, right? To make sure I do the right thing with them. So I'm going to set those aside. And I always like to start off with what we finished with last time. In case you missed it, you can go back and watch the video. Now I have a couple things to share with you that are coming to the shop. One is a beautiful mesh wine colored. I need a white piece of paper. So hard to find a piece of paper around here. Goodness gracious, I never have just a plain white paper, right? Never. Not possible. One sec here. Oh, no, that's got something cut out of it already. I can't find anything. Yeah, turn this over. So this is a beautiful wine mesh snow mesh. And it's called, the color is wine. Isn't that beautiful? Beautiful color. Now this is a color you could use year round because I like to use like deep, dark, yummy colors all the time. I mean, I'm not always, when I'm doing my vintage, my Rococo, all of those, like this one here, these colors with this, look how beautiful that is with that. It just goes so well with it. So it's definitely a color that I will be using year round. I also, there will be, and if it isn't when you get this, it will be very, very shortly. We're waiting for it to arrive. I have some samples of it, but it is a, which I don't think you can see. It's a mesh. It's a sequin mesh. No, actually, excuse me. It's a sequin tulle. There's a difference. Okay. So, and I get confused. Tulle is very fine netting. Mesh has an open weave. See the weave on it? You can see the open weave. Okay, so that's mesh and that's tulle. Tulle's more of a net. This is a mesh like you would use floral and other things, but we use them in our journals here. Now this one here is a dusty rose and this one is wine. So they are coming to the shop very, very, very soon, or they're already in there. They may be in there. You can go look. If they're not, they'll be in there immediately. And I will be using those, both of them, year round. So if you do decide to purchase it, no, it's something you can use all the time, depending upon, the papers that you're using, right? So I'm going to set those off to the side. Okay. Oh, that went to the floor. Sorry. Hold on a minute. Okay. Now, next up, we have, because today we are working with the dotted paper bags in two colors, and we're going to be using napkins. I've made up these napkin kits to go into our shop. I will have 3 of them available to you. With them will come a special thank you and a special, a little napkin, and a special thank you. And in that special thank you is something from my mom's hutch. So I just will have 3 of those available in the shop for you guys. Okay, so if you guys need some Christmas napkins, I will actually be using these napkins in today's project. So if you want something like mine, or you want the exact ones I'm using, you can go over and get those in our shop. Okay, so let me set those aside. I need to get those out of my way because I've got too much on my desk as usual. Oh, what are you guys making? What's on your desk? What's on your desk? Anything exciting? I love it when you guys share with me. Okay, so you saw our last project. Let me find it. I don't have it completed yet. It will be. I just haven't had time to get back to it. This is the journal I'm making that I use with the paper bags. So this was one project, and this is going to be a hand-tied journal. There will be papers in the middle. Each page will be completely decorated and something in the pockets. Okay, so that will probably get into the shop someday. I don't know when. I'll let you know when it's ready. I'm hoping to do it anyway. We'll see if it'll get any further this year or if that's it. I don't know. Lots to do. Lots and lots to do. Because I need to make new things to show you. So, you know, I have to keep going. Now, this one has a purpose, and I'm not going to tell you what it is just yet. But it's not a journal. This one is not going to be a journal. And I am going to be opening all the pages, but I won't cut open the end until it's all stitched together, and it will be sewn together. This will not be open. Okay, you'll see. Well, it will be up to a point. It'll be open to about here, I think. Yeah. So what I am actually making is an ephemera holder that I will be putting in the shop filled with ephemera. So all the ephemera we've been making lately is all going to go into here and sold in my shop. Okay, so this is my own idea, but I have to decorate it, right? I don't want to leave it plain. So I'm going to be taking one of these napkins and I'm going to be decorating the bag with napkins. Now, if you haven't worked with napkins, one thing I suggest, you know, everybody immediately gets the napkins and they peel off all the layers, which is fine and dandy. But when you want to cut out designs or you want to do something different, the best way to do it is to still keep all the backing on. I cut the 4 sections apart. Well, I cut off a section that I want to use. Then I cut it before I pull off the backing. Do not pull your backing off yet. Once you do that, it makes it very difficult to use your scissors. You could only, after that, use a water pen, okay? I'm going to get some tape. I'm sorry, I just realized I don't have any nearby me. It's way on the other side of the room because I don't use tape in my videos usually, but I do need it for today. So hold on one sec. So the cool part is when you have a napkin and you want to fussy cut, leave the backing on, then pull it off. Don't pull it off first because it's just too thin. Then you will have to use a water pen and you may or may not get the precision you want. Now, the water pen is great. I'm not saying it isn't. In fact, where is my water pen? Don't mind me. There it is. There's one of them. I have a bunch of them. Okay, I've got my water pen out. We're good to go. I knew I forgot something, and that was it. Okay, so I've got this all trimmed the way I wanted, all the edges round and pretty. So now what I want to do is I want to get rid of the layers. Sometimes I do the tape method, which I'll show you in a minute. And sometimes I just am able to pull off the layers nice and easy. If it's not easy to get your layers apart, then we use... I can see the layers, I just can't grab them because I don't have any fingernails. I miss my fingernails. They all fell off, broke off, whatever you want to call them. Okay. Now, I don't throw those away because they can be used as backing. So we don't want to do that. Now you can really see through the napkin to the polka dots behind. I'm going to do the same thing here. And this is a 3-ply. Some napkins are only 2-ply and some are 1-ply. The 1-plies are ridiculous. You never want one of those. Now, if you can't find an edge that you can easily pull apart, which usually you can because once you cut it with scissors, they tend to kind of fall apart. You can find printed napkins in a number of places, but like I said, we have some spring ones. We have some pretty, like Rococo ones that my daughter brought back from France. She has some in the shop, and then there's also going to be a few of the Christmas ones. We didn't go crazy with the Christmas ones because we weren't really sure how interested you guys will be in them, so we didn't go and get a ton. But I thought maybe once I showed you how to use them. Now, I use a glue stick. A lot of people use decoupage. I just really don't feel like that's going to be necessary, so a glue stick works fine as long as it's a good glue stick, right? And then you're going to want to use your very softly so you don't rip it. Use a good glue stick. Don't pick a cheap one. Don't use the kids' glue sticks. They're not meant for this kind of thing. Can't say that enough. Because then I hear later, well, it didn't work. Well, what kind of glue stick did you use? And then, oh, well, I used my kids' glue stick. Well, that just doesn't going to cut it. I use the Scotch permanent glue. Target, a lot of places have it, and you can also order it online. And I'm creating my own little like vignette. It was going the opposite way of how I wanted it to go. So in order to get it to go the way I wanted, I cut it all up. Be sure you use enough glue. And if you don't, you can always go back and use Fabri-Tac or something else on it to get it to stick if it's not, the corners are not sticking or you missed a section. It's kind of hard to direct a fat glue stick. Sometimes I wish these came in a little tinier one so I could do a better job with it. There we go. Pretty, right? Pretty, pretty. Now, I'm going to want to put other things on there, but it's not all going to be glue stick. Now, one thing you can use, by the way, is tissue paper. That is another thing that I like to use is tissue paper. I got random colors of tissue paper here that someone has, you know, sent me something wrapped in this. And oh, I just love it. Now, I could add it or not. I don't know that I will. I kind of want to leave it as it is because I'm thinking on the front here, which I won't do to the very end because, again, I don't want to, but I could use this. And I may use it in one. I'll put it over here. Sorry, I had the hiccups all of a sudden. Goodness gracious. Start talking. I feel like a baby that needs a burp here. I have a little baggie where I stick all my little white bits and pieces that are worth kind of keeping in here. And because you want to, if you want to cover, say, a card that you don't like the card, like say you don't like the color of this, you can cover it with your napkin bits. Okay, so that's on. And what I would do on this one is I probably would add a little lace there. And maybe I would add maybe some flowers or something that would give it some dimension. Then we have this, which is great because that's what we're going to put in. We've been making bits and pieces for a while, right? So, for instance, let's say I'm selling this set here. We would just take and put that and load up the pockets, right? So I would take and load all my pockets, tie it all up, and then sell it that way. That's how I'm going to sell all of this ephemera I've been making, plus whatever else I have in my stash, you know, we haven't used yet. But I want to decorate the bags, right? So that's our cover. Whoop, let's take that out. That's our cover. Let's put that off to the side. This is the next page right here. Now, okay, so that's going to be the next page. So we're going to want to cut that open, aren't we? Then we have that one. Then we have this one. But what I'm thinking about doing is possibly closing this center one. I'm not sure. I'm undecided as to how this will go. And I just want to show you different ways to use these paper bags for different things. Now, if you were going to just say give this to a gift as a friend, you might just want 2 pages and fill it up. That would give you 4 pockets plus maybe one in the middle if you close it up here. It just depends on what you want to do, right? So, you know, or who it's for, how you want to do it, how you want to get it done. Hold on one second. I'm going to grab my big scissors. These are old. They're dull. I think they were my grandmother's. My little grandma horn. I think these were hers. So I'm thinking that I want to cut this open. And I want it to be... I want to do it before I decorate. I don't know how straight that was, but it's good enough. All right. So now we have a pocket there. We have a pocket there. So we want to give a little coloring here, covering here. And I'm actually thinking I might only want to do just the 3 because that gives me 6 plus 7 pages. That would be quite a bit for me to fill, honestly. I just think that might be too much. I just want a couple of pages. Yeah, I don't think I needed that many. That was crazy. And then what I'm going to want to do is, okay, so then we're going to open this side of them. So I think I may stitch this all together through the middle on, now you could glue them or you could stitch them on your sewing machine or hand stitch them. It kind of just depends on what you want to do. So let's decorate this one. If we don't fuss around too much, we'll get through it. If we keep fussing, if I keep fussing around. I know I want to use this napkin. It's so pretty. And what I was saying was that you would take your napkin, still got its backing on it, right? So now we're going to take a pair of scissors and we are going to cut into this. Basically what this becomes is a stuffed dotted bag book. It's a bag book, but it's going to be stuffed with ephemera, handmade ephemera. Not just something that you cut out and threw in there, but actual. And I'm thinking I'm also going to add, just for a little thank you, some original documents. Now, if I wanted to trim this up to give it a different shape, I would do it now. I've got still all the, this is really hard to cut napkin with a cutter, a rounder. It doesn't cut particularly well, but it'll give me enough. Well, no, maybe not. If you're going to round an edge, do it now before you, because it's really easier. All right. I'm going to keep this napkin pretty whole. But I'm thinking that I've got this tissue that I might want to put on there. At the bottom maybe, or I don't know. I don't really see a way to use it. I really want to use it. You know, I keep trying to use it. Now you can water tear this tissue, or you could just do what I'm doing and just tear it, right? Like you can put it on and now if I didn't want all the white, I could trim it so it has a shape. I'm thinking about it now. Now I'm thinking about it. I really love this edge. But I don't have to keep, like, if you fussy cut it, that's kind of fun. And then you could have like that at the bottom. You just have to kind of get creative with what you want to do. That's not cutting it for me. I keep trying to use this, but I don't see it happening. It just isn't happening. Okay. I like that. I can add something there. I'm thinking, okay, I think I'll stop with that at the moment. I don't need this piece. I'm gonna throw that away. I'm gonna cut this off right here. Okay. Now the tape method is you put your tape down and you just kind of rip a little hole and it pulls off your bits. Okay. That's how you do it. But I really think I can just pull it apart. And if I can't, then I'll do it again. Yeah, maybe it's just going to be easier. The only thing I worry about is ripping the front. You know, sometimes you worry about, oh, what if I rip the front? And I've done it. Not being careful. Okay. Oh, I love you can see that between. And I think, oh, I really did like that on there. Maybe we could just do a little bit of that, and then we can add something else on there, right? We could. I don't quite want that so straight since everything else has got a tear to it. Let me get that where I want it so I can get it on there first. I think I will put this on first. So this is a fun one. This one reminds me of art class when I took art in school, of, you know, gluing, cutting, pasting, ripping, that kind of thing. That's what this reminds me of. See, look how the tissue paper goes on, just like on napkin. Same thing. Now let me look at this. I want that to the edge. And I'm going to go there, there, there. Okay. I love these bags. They are so doggone yummy. They sound beautiful. And you can do so many things with these. Oh my gosh, I have another project too. I don't know if I'll get to it though. That's the thing. I know I keep telling you guys I'll do it, but I don't know if I can, you know. There's so much going on with it being Christmas time, gift giving time, gift making time, and my own gifts to make for my family. I want to wipe that glue off there. At least enough so that it can dry. Gently, and I mean gently, because your napkins will rip if they're wet. Now, if you decoupage, you can't do that. I don't like to decoupage paper bags. I feel like they get too stiff. I did try it, and they went in the garbage, and I rarely throw anything away. They were not salvageable, so. All right. And once it dries, hopefully it won't be too wrinkly. You don't have to seal the top. I mean, we're not making things that have to last centuries, right? This is just a little gift. Like, whoo, we just lost the sun. It was pouring rain earlier. I mean, it came down for 3 hours. Everything got washed down good. But we just got a cloud going over the sun, and the rest of the sky is blue. So I'll wait a minute, and hopefully the sun will come back. I don't want to have to turn on a light for just a second. I try not to turn the lights on. It bothers my head, so don't really... So, okay, there's page number 2. And we're coming on page number 3. Yep, see, here comes the sun again. I knew it would come back. Just a cloudy, I mean, it poured for 3 hours. Of course, my granddaughter, my second oldest granddaughter, Jolene's youngest, was marching in a parade today. So, she got extremely wet. I think the sun came out while they were marching, but just prior to that, while they were lining up and getting ready, it was pouring. Oh my gosh, they got wet. Yes, I love that. Now, let's see. I have a whole bunch of napkins I pulled. And those are the ones that I have for sale right there. I like that, but then I would definitely want something on top of it. So this is where I would use 2 napkins together. I love this Merry Christmas. Maybe we'll use, I think I have one of those already cut though. Let me see if I do. In my scrap bag here. Let's see what I've got in my scrap bag. I thought I had a Merry Christmas already cut in here. Maybe I don't. Oh, this is actually vintage. This goes back to the 70s, this napkin. This is from the 1970s when I used to throw parties at our home for our family members. So it's old. I had it in my party supplies stash. I was going through it the other day. Well, not the other day, last year. And I found all these Christmas napkins from various events that I threw at our house because we entertained a ton. We had everybody in the family. We'd have up to 30 family members in. And these were leftovers. So I brought them into my studio. I like that, but then I feel like we're going to need some kind of something. This is one of them from then as well. I could grab a couple bits and pieces and put it on there. We'll see. I don't have any bits in the bag, I don't think. What do I have? I have some birdies. So you can cut and layer like you do paper, only you could do it with napkins. I have this one. No. Oh, I have this one. Maybe we could do that one. I don't know. Look at all these bits and pieces. See, I don't really get rid of everything because I glue them down. Like, see this? Isn't that pretty? Okay. My sleeve's going to drag this stuff onto the floor. I don't think I want to use that one. But I could, and I might. Okay, so we could do Merry Christmas. We could add a little bit of holly. We can add a basket. Yes, I've already cut one off, I see. These are great on tags or whatever you want to use them on. Now, I feel like those guys need to dry. So I'm going to put those over here, let them dry. Ouch. And then I don't want to wrap that completely around because that's going to be too much. I will now have scraps of this napkin, won't I? Yep, lots of scraps. Keeping it folded so that I can see how big an area I have to work with. Again, I'm going to try to round the corners just a little bit. I don't think my corner rounders are going to do the job today. Okay. They're not even Steven like they would be otherwise, but they're all right. Let me get some water, guys. Let me see how much time I have. Okay. Now, if you wanted to, you could ink the edges if you wanted to make it look a little more old worldy. Although these are from the 70s, they're not young. I just put a little on there just for the heck of it. Okay, now we need to get off those layers. So here's my piece of tape. Well, if it'll stick to the napkin, we got it. Oh, that's not working on that. Oh, is this only one layer? Maybe this is a single ply. Well, that's weird. This doesn't feel like it has another... Feels like it should have another layer. Let me see something. Ah, see, I knew it did. But it's really tightly... way they used to make napkins when it was back in the 70s, when things were good. This would be the late 70s, early 80s. I'm saying this is probably one of our first Christmases. See the yellow? Once you take that off, you can see it's yellow. And I did not put ink there, only on the edges, right? So I'm going to put that right in the middle. Kind of visually have an idea of where the glue needs to go. You cannot put it on the napkin. You have to put it on your surface. If you try to put it on the napkin, you're going to shred your napkin, okay? And when you lay it down, you're pretty much where you're going to have to put it. Rarely can you lift this up again. Let me go like this. Okay, let's do some more here. Now I'm doing this very lightly. It's hard for you to tell. It probably looks like I'm being pretty rough, but I'm actually not. I'm being very, very delicate with this. Oh, sorry, Heavy's must have swallowed wrong. I don't know if you can hear him coughing. This time of year, though, his allergies go nuts. He always gets sick in October and November. So I'm praying this year is not one of those years. We don't have time. We are busy, busy, busy. I just got home from the grocery store. Being the good hubby he does. He does the shopping because my legs just won't tolerate it. I can't hardly go do much of anything unless I want to be in a wheelchair, which I wasn't in the mood to use today, so he went without me. Actually, I'm recovering from a really nasty migraine yesterday, so kind of have the migraine medication hangover today. So if I seem a little less than on my game, I apologize. I think I'm okay, but you know, I can't tell. I think I'm fine, but who knows, you know? See, we're adding layers. You just have to do it gently. I just ripped that, so you have to be careful. And like I said, I go back with my my art glitter glue if there's an edge that didn't stick. Like over here, it's really hard to get into these edges over here, and I'll use a little bit of art glitter glue. Assuming I can get it out of the bottle, we're good to go, right? Okay. You could do the whole thing with art glitter glue if you smooth it out, but I think it's easier to use a glue stick. It's fun. Like I said, it reminds me of when I was a kid. So anything you didn't get, just go back with your art glitter glue or something with a very thin nozzle. All right, now I would love to put this on here. So let's see. I'm going to fussy cut this first. I know a lot of people do it with their water pen, but I'll show you that in another one. But for right now, because I'm really wanting this to be a certain way, if you do it this way, it's much easier than getting it wet and trying to rip off your napkin. I mean, I know that's a lot of fun for some people, but I'm in the middle of doing a video and I don't really feel like taking all day to do this. That's going in the garbage. I don't need it. I don't need any of that. Let's get rid of all these bits and pieces and actually physically try to get it in the garbage and not on the floor. Okay, so I'm thinking of like that, maybe putting it down there so you see the Merry Christmas and you still see the bag, but you see that. Isn't that pretty? And then I think I am going to just do a little bit. I have to ink it. It might give me too much, but you know, you got to do what you got to do, right? Okay. All right. Now, when that gets wet with the glue, it may smear, but that's okay because we want that old world look. So it's all right with me if it happens to do that. Now, this all came apart, so I think I can get two of the layers off in one fell swoop. Yep, 1, 2. There's our top, and there's the other two. See, sometimes when you cut it, it releases them, so you don't have to struggle. Some napkins are pressed so well together, you have to do a ton to get them apart. So I want you to see Christmas, Merry Christmas. So I wanted that to show. Now I'm going to have to be very, very, very careful here. Putting this glue stick on over this napkin and not rip it. Okay, we'll see how I did. I don't know. Ooh, sticky. Where'd my cloth go? Nope, those are my napkins. And that's the reason I use this too, is because it's not my hand, so it won't stick to my hand. It really doesn't stick to this Teflon bone folder. This is the ergonomic one that I talk about for those of you who are new. You can get those on, my beautiful friend Stephanie sent it to me. And I believe she sent it to me from Amazon, and it came with the long one that I love so much. It came with one like this. So, yeah. Get a set of 2, which was awesome. At least the one she sent me. I don't know if they still have them or not, but oh, I love it. Oh, isn't that pretty? You can see each layer all the way through. Let me show you. Isn't that cool? It's sheer. You see the polka dots. I love it. And this one won't need a label. Well, I could put a label up at the top if I wanted. Something pretty, maybe. Whose labels do I have? Hold on. I have a lot. I have Sam Poole. Sam, do I have anything I want to use up there? I see St. Nicholas. That one might be cool. I have those, but I think I know I was looking for, 1 minute. I'm right here on the floor with the basket that has all of my words and things for Christmas in it. You know, I've showed you how I put the basket on the floor. I'm looking for Roxy Creations. She has a cool one. I thought she did. Oh, come on. I know she does. Come on, come on, come on. Of course, because I'm looking for it, I can't find it. Is this Rachel? No. Ah, here it is. Sorry. Pardon me. Excuse me. I want to use one of these, maybe. I like these. I mean, I love Sam Poole's too. I have everybody. Chapter 1 paper, Sam Poole. Rachel. It's just there's some cool, like, little Santa ones that you could put on there. Do I have one already cut? I might have one cut already. Yep, there's one right there. Let me grab it. We might get it there and go, yuck. You know, you never know. This one's not on sticker paper. Some of these I printed on sticker paper and some I did not. If I wanted vibrant colors, I did not, because the vibrant colored ones, when you put it on sticker paper, for some reason, it just dulls out your... Oh, that's kind of cute. This is the other one I thought about. Right here. Let me see. Sorry, my rings are going nuts today. Let me see how... Oh, my hands are cold. It's cold out today. As soon as it started to rain, I see the clouds are back in again. Ah, shoot. I was hoping to get through this video without... Hopefully it doesn't... It's not supposed to rain anymore, but our forecasters, honestly, have been close, but no cigar. We'll see what kind of winter we're going to have for forecasts, like if they're on it this year or not. Last year, they were pretty on it. Well, let's put it this way. The one on my phone, which is the all-weather channel, which is like the one they use for tornadoes and hurricanes and stuff. That channel, I have that on my phone, and it's usually pretty accurate. Oh, I like that one better. Don't know why. I thought this was the one, but nope, it was that one. It's not always my first choice. Sometimes it's my second choice. Okay, I didn't even have to cut into a sheet because I had a few already cut. Put these guys together. And anyway, they're in my basket on the floor next to me. I'd pick it up and show you, but it's so heavy, I don't think I could pick it up. But I keep all the bits and pieces I use all the time in a little basket on the floor next to me. Gosh, hands, come on. Yeah, and I'll just glue that on with regular, maybe a bow or something. You don't have to over decorate these. I mean, it's up to you, but I really liked that with that. I think that's cute. Yes. Could add a bit of ribbon or something on there. Could add a red bow up there like this. Oh, if you have any of my red and white check bows, I did sell them in the shop. They went immediately, and so did all my ribbon. My red and white ribbon went immediately. It sold out within a day. So it was 3 yards each on a card that you could use again. A Christmas card. It was cute. So I also have this one. I need to make some more of these bows, don't I? Oh, isn't that cute? Do I like that or do I like that? Not that one. Shockingly enough, I like this one. I'll have to go back and decorate the other pages, and I will. I promise. So they're going to get decorated. But this one's coming together. If a page comes together for me like this, I'm certainly not going to ignore it. I surely am not going to ignore it. I'm going to use fabric tack on here. All right. There. That page is done. Happy, happy, happy. Happy, happy, joy, joy. All right. Now. Well, actually, I feel like it needs one more thing. Just one more thing. Just one more thing. I feel like just one more drink of water, Mom. Let's see. I know what I got to get some more red. I'm almost out of my red. Okay, I got to make an order over to Erin at my scrap cabin. I was going to buy one of her packs. She usually has a Christmas holiday pack or something. But I thought I had plenty of stuff. No, this might be my cover. I may change this to my cover. I'm loving the way it came out. The cool part is you can do that. If you don't like what you were going to do something else. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put that on there. You guys have seen me do this where I just squish it up. This is one of my favorite things to do. Am I going to go all the way across? Well, maybe not. Maybe I'll just do a little bit. I don't think the whole thing needs it. Why don't we just go to there? Oops, because we've gotten glue there, haven't we? Get on there. Maybe I'll just go a little ways because that is becoming a problem right there. I need to not touch that for a bit. Let it dry. Let's go like this. I have a stuffy nose today. I have to breathe out of my mouth. So if you hear me breathing, I apologize. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Stuffy nose. Probably because of the rain. Get stuffy in the rain. Probably because the mold count goes through the ceiling. Okay. Let's move that. Oh, cute. Okay, so that's a page. This might become my cover. I don't know at this point, but I would say this needs equally amount of cute stuff. So does this. This needs more decorating, but you get the idea, right? So we have 3 pages. This will get sewn together. And then, let's see, I need to glue my paper bags together again. I have to do that in every video, don't I? There we go. Then we need to cut this one and decorate. We have that one and we need to cut that one and decorate. So we're doing pretty good. We're moving along. I don't think we'll get it all done today. And I probably won't finish this one with you just because you guys have seen me cover bags before. But when it's all done, I will show you when it's completed because, again, we're going to stuff this. I may zigzag these edges because I really like the way that looks zigzag. So I might do that. Or I might cover it with some lace or ribbon or something. We got that one. So those are the three. How much time do we have? Do we have time to do more? Got a little bit of time. I do have to open this one. Now the question is, do I want to cut off the writing so you don't see it? I'm just going to have to cover it with something for sure, and it won't be napkin. It'll be ribbon or something, right? Okay. It's giving me a lot of pockets. It's giving me 6 pockets, maybe 7. We'll see. Yeah, you know what? I've decided I do not like that edge for this particular project. Like I said, these are very old. And according to the my scissor guy who's been sharpening scissors forever, you really can't sharpen these. I believe you can cut them with tin foil, but it doesn't sharpen them for fabric use. Someone said, oh, why would you use those on paper? Because they're old and they don't cut fabric anymore. So that's why. And then I don't like this either. So don't get in there too far. It eats it. See, there's even dull for paper. They're even getting dull for paper. I mean, these things are probably 100 years old. They are metal. Heavy, heavy. Hear them? They are heavy, heavy metal. In fact, they kind of hurt my hands. They're so heavy. I could never cut fabric with these. They would just kill me. I'm better off using, like, these. These are lightweight, you know. But this is solid metal. Steel. They're stainless steel, from what I understand. Let's see. What does it say on them? Anything? Oh, it does. It's Compton 7500 U.S. patent number, stainless steel. Okay. Oh, I like it so much better with the ends cut like that. Yes, I love the zigzag. Okay, so that means these two need a zigzag as well. We might as well do it while we're doing it, right? Scissors are out. Let's get it done. Let's get her done. I try to line up the teeth. That's what you see me trying to do, so I don't end up with a weird flat gap. Okay. Those two are done. This one needs to be done. All right. One more. One more. This is easier to cut because it's not so thin. You got a little bit more body at the bottom of the bag. A little crooked, but it's not horrible. Okay, because I'll be putting ribbon there. Lace, paper, something. Anything, something sticky, maybe some Christmas washi. But is this cute or what? This definitely needs some stuff. Those are the first 3 pages. This will be I'm trying to decide if this is going to be a page, you guys. My thought is, once I stitch it together, that I'm going to possibly take the middle and glue it together so it goes like this. So this is a 1, 2, 3 pockets here, 4, 5, 6, 7. So it's still going to flip. I think that's what I'm going to do, but I will show it to you when I do finish it. Let me see how much time I have. I'm not going to do that inside one because I have a feeling I'm not going to decorate that bag, but I'm going to decorate that. And I did say I wanted to use one of the napkins. Oh, I just love this napkin. This is so beautiful. And this is one of the ones I have in the shop. You have 2 full uses of it. If you buy, and then you have the edge and the white if you want to do something with that. And put like another piece right there, which would be great. All right. Don't want to go. Yeah, I love that. I think I'm going to fussy cut this again. And then I'll find another image, a Santa head or something. I've got some bits and pieces elsewhere. Oh, I don't like that. Okay. I probably should be using smaller scissors. I'm struggling with that. Okay, there we go. See, if you haven't ripped off your back, you can do this, but if you do, you can't. Or you'll have to do it with a water pen. Water pen, you just push down and go around the edges, which I guess I could show you. I want that red on the edge of the bag. So we've got that. All that is not going to fit over here, so I'm going to cut that off at about there. All right, and then we could put something else up there for sure. How about that? Where's that other little piece of stuff I had? Yeah, I could do that. That would be cool. Okay, I'll use that one. And then, of course, I need to take off the bits and pieces. Boy, I have stuff everywhere. Oh, this is that one that doesn't come up. Oh, does this come apart easily? Yep. This one's only a 2-layer napkin, not a 3, so that was easy. I don't think there's a 3rd layer there. I don't see one. It doesn't feel like there's one. I don't think I have any more tape. I ran out of... Oh, wait. I really don't want to damage this if there is a 3rd layer. Nope. Okay, it's just 2-layer. I'm going to put this here. Where's my glue stick? Oh, there we go. I know we're running out of time. So anyway, you get the idea for this project. It's going to be loaded with ephemera or gifts or Christmas cards or something fun. Oh yeah, I was going to show you the other thing you could do with this besides loading it up with ephemera. But I will have this one when it's finished for sale in the shop full of handmade ephemera. So, well, if it makes it to the shop, I'll put out a call for it first. I don't put my bigger things in the shop if I can help it. Little things, yes. Big things, no. All right. Hold on a minute. The other thing I was thinking, if you get Christmas cards, or you like to send out Christmas cards, or Christmas card gift wish lists, or anything like that, you can take your cards. You want to store them, add as many bags as you think you need for storage, right? Because you can put a big ribbon around it, no matter how fat it gets, right? And you can just, pardon this, you can just fill up your bags with greeting cards, either to send out or something that you've gotten in from friends. It'll take a pretty good size greeting card. I don't think it'll take that one. Will it? Yeah, it will even take my great big one here. It would even take this great big greeting card right here. See, look at that. So you can have as many pages of this as you want to put your greeting cards in. So something to think about, okay? These are all ones that are new I haven't used, that I thought about cutting up to use in my journals. So let's do this, and I think we're just about out of time. I need to see what we have here. I need to go up. There. I'm going to start there and come down. How low am I going to go? Oh, it's about there. I might have gotten too low there. We'll see. I think I did. Yeah. Pretty, huh? And then if I don't want to deal with it, again, I can just use my glue, my art glitter glue on here. Art glitter glue is smooth out. You can also put art glitter glue on with a brush. You have to be super fast though. Like pour it right on the brush and put it on there, but I don't recommend that because you got to have water nearby to dunk your brush into. And you can see the other paper underneath, which is cool. It adds another dimension. Okay, well, I think that's probably all we have time for. Let me double check. But I think that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this little project, a little bit different. Another way to cover things is by using napkins. And if you have party napkins or you want to get some, you find them wherever you go. There's a lot of, just put in holiday Christmas napkins in Etsy for decoupage. Use the word decoupage napkins. Decoupage napkins will come up. Like I said, I have some sets in the shop. If they go well and you guys want, somebody else wants some and they're sold out, I have 2 more sets. I could have a total of 5 sets of these if anybody wants them. If you don't, well, then they'll just go back into my stash for next year, right? No biggie. Okay, so we have that one. It needs a lot more. It's going to need a word. It's going to need some zhuzh. But it's pretty. You've added 2 different things. We've added that one. We have that one. And we have this one. So there we go. Oh, I have 1 more page to go, but I don't think we have the time. So let me double check my clock, see where we're at, and put away a few of these crazy things on my desk here. And I have a ton of napkins to clean up when I'm done, for sure, right? Okay, you guys. Let's see how we are. Yeah, we're pretty much there. So I'm going to call it a video. Thank you for coming and watching. Have a wonderful rest of the week. I love you all. I'll see you all on Friday, hopefully. And hugs and kisses. Bye-bye.